Hey guys, welcome to Everything Football and welcome to the Match Day 2 reaction stream. What a match day. Not as incredible as Match Day 1 for most people, but I guess it could have been worse. As someone said in the chat, it could have been worse. Thank you for being here already. Let's go through how you guys did this match day. We will go through all the results. I'll be telling you guys how my team did this match day and what I am planning to do for Match Day 3. I actually think I did slightly better than most people, so I'm really happy with this match week. And the one decision that I made that I'm really proud of is not changing the captaincy from Sané to Mbappe. I actually thought he got the assist for the first goal, but apparently he didn't. So we will take a look at that one. So as always, let me know which position you are in the Everything Football League, and we will be taking a look at how everyone's team did. So I can see a comment about Zelensky missing a penalty. Global betting tips. He actually missed twice. He missed a penalty. He retook it again and missed once again. I was actually so happy with that because I didn't have him in my team. So without wasting any time at all, let me go through how my team did for this match day. So not everything has been updated. I'm not even sure who's going to pick up player of the match in the PSG game. Probably Messi. So my goalkeeper was Adan. He picked up 8 points. Back-to-back clean sheets. Really happy with that. They beat Tottenham 2-0. I guess that was kind of a surprise result. I did expect a draw, but they did beat Tottenham, so I was happy that 8 points from my goalkeeper. At the back, I have the differential in Meyer. He's only owned by 1%, and I've had him for the 2 weeks, and he picked up 7 points and 10 points. So Club Brugge actually play with wing backs, and he's only costing 4 million, and he goes forward so many times. And Club Brugge have looked so good this season, so I'm happy with that one. Cancelo picked up 6 points. As I said, Cancelo is one of the must-haves in UCL fantasy and also FPL, because even if Man City concede, Cancelo will pick up an assist, he will pick up a goal, he can pick up recovery points. That is why you see him with 6 points, even if they didn't keep a clean sheet. Now Hakimi with 1 point. I did see the rumors about Hakimi not starting this game, but by that time I had already dropped, I'd already removed Bergwijn and Nuno Tavares, and I'd already brought in I think it was Royce and Florentino, and I only had Chilwell on the bench and Hakimi in the starting lineup. So the only thing I would have done is bring in Chilwell for Hakimi, and I knew Chilwell wouldn't start anyway. So I was like, you know what? I already made my subs yesterday. I'll hope Hakimi comes in for that 1 point. He did. So it could have been better, but it could have been worse as well. Leroy Sané, my captain, 18 points. Now, my number one rule in Champions League fantasy, I always say, it's great to take risks sometimes, but whenever my captain picks up more than 7 points, I usually never change. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it works. This week it worked for me. I could have changed the captain to Mbappe, but he scored more points than Mbappe Sané. So 9 points I was happy with. And I thought about it like this: even if Mbappe scores 2 goals or gets a goal and an assist and then picks up player of the match, that's like 11 points, 10 points. I guess it's not that bad, like missing out on those 4 points. Luckily, he didn't. I actually thought he got the assist for the first goal, Messi's goal. He can still be given that assist because last week, I remember Cancelo against Sevilla, they didn't have the assist on the website until like 1 hour after the deadline, after the game week had already ended. So that's when they added the Cancelo assist. So Mbappe might still get that assist for the Messi goal. You have to wait and see. Marco Reus, I kept him in my side. I wanted to take him out, but he decided to take out Nkunku, and Royce got an assist against Man City. Definitely happy with that one. Florentino, 3 points. He did pick up a yellow card against Juventus. As I said yesterday, I don't expect Juventus to beat Benfica. I thought it was going to be a draw, but Benfica have beaten them. That's 2 losses for Juventus right now, so not looking good at all. Kvaratskhelia, 4 points. I guess this is a bit of a disappointment. He did keep a clean sheet. He actually earned the penalty, but it was from a handball, so he didn't count as an assist. Napoli are looking very good. I'm really disappointed that Kvaratskhelia has only given me 8 points in the 2 match days, because Napoli are looking very good. Next time they have Ajax. I did say that that group is going to have a lot of 3-2s, 3-3s, and I'm expecting the same next match week. So if you're playing your wildcard or limitless, I think you have to have Napoli players against Ajax, and you also have to have Ajax players. I think that could be another 4-3 game kind of match in that one. Up front, I had the big boys. Neymar, I was so glad to see him scoring in the last minute in that one. Really glad with that. He did pick up a yellow card, so not amused with that. I don't even know why he picked up the yellow card. I saw him arguing with the referee, but 6 points I'll take. Could have been more. Someone said you expect more from the PSG players. Mbappe, 6 points. A lot of people might have had him as captain. Again, we have to wait and see. He might be given the assist, but Messi could be given the player of the match. So I'm happy with that one. And then Haaland is Haaland. He will always score. Like I saw someone saying Haaland does not score today with 10 minutes remaining. And I was like, Haaland will score. Just wait. Just give him time. He will score. And what a goal he scored. So in total, I have 73 points this match day. Last week, it was 84. I think there's going to be a rise in rank. So I'm definitely happy with this one. As you can see on my bench, I had Maya, Bergwijn, Chilwell, and Tavares. So I could have left Tavares in for the 3 points and Hakimi on the bench for the 1 point, but I was hoping Hakimi would come in and do something in the match day. So quite happy with that one. We will go through the match day 2 results and match day 3 plans, but let me see what you guys are saying in the comments section. So let's start from the top. Thank you guys for always being here. Appreciate it. Tracy says, I appreciate it, Trey. Thank you. PSG disappointed a bit. I mean, yeah, I was expecting like a 4-0, 5-0. It disappointed me from the beginning when Hakimi didn't start, but at least they all scored. All the 3 boys scored. Remember what I said in the deadline stream yesterday? I'm expecting Messi to return as well. I would have expected like Mbappe 2 goals and then Messi goal, assist, Neymar a goal and assist. They all returned. So it is very possible for all 3 of them to return every single match day. So even if you're going for all 3 of them, I don't think it's a bad idea. Not had the best of game weeks this week. Only 62 points, says Reese. That's confirmed. Like no other player of the match awards or anything you're getting in your team. 62 is not bad this week. I guess a lot of people will get 50, 60 because Lewandowski didn't return. Mbappe only got 1 goal today, as many people's captains. Man City didn't keep a clean sheet. Diaz started on the bench. Juventus lost. Real Madrid, Vinicius didn't score as well. So it's going to be a lot of disappointment. Reese says I've wildcarded for game week 3. I'm planning to do that as well. Mostly because Bayern Munich have Pilsen, and I think you have to have 3 players from Bayern Munich in that game. Ray says I barely scraped through 58 points. Jesse says 71 could have been worse. Exactly, could have been worse. I'm tempted for Juventus attacker, but after PSG only 3-1, being 3-1, I don't know. I wouldn't really go for Juventus players right now. I'm liking what they're doing this season. Chelsea as well, I try to avoid. Both of them are struggling right now, especially for match day 3. Man City are playing Copenhagen. I'll be looking at Man City players. PSG, again, Mbappe, just have to keep him. He always scores every week, even if he only scored 1 goal today. They did get a lot of chances, though, Mbappe and Neymar, especially in the first half, one-on-one chances. They missed it so many times. So I guess you have to keep such players as well. Did it happen to everyone, or is it just me? I scored 20 points less than match day 1 and used Limitless, says I don't know my name. I mean, as I said in the comments, you don't expect a lot every week, 100 points. That usually happens like once or twice a season. So it already happened in match day 1. It might not happen again until like match day 4 or something like that. People might not score 100 points every single match day. So the average is usually 60 or 70. That is usually a good score in a normal match day. I'm 242. I'll look at your team race. Let me know which position you are in the Everything Football League. I'll be taking a look at your team and telling you what you can do for match day 3. I'm 291. Okay. 5th to 242. That is brutal, though. I saw someone saying that's brutal, Reese. Yeah, that is very brutal. Who did you captain, Reese? That's unlucky, man. This match day was rough, says Ganji. Knew Mario would get an involvement and I put him on the bench still. Yep, he got the penalty and scored. That's a fantastic penalty. I also just realized that there's another player at FC Porto called the same name, Joao Mario. So don't get confused. Joao Mario at Benfica is on penalties. Very good. Let's see. I mean, I didn't have Lewandowski and got 103. So if I had Lewandowski, I would probably currently, yep. Yes, I remember the guys on top of you had Lewandowski and he didn't have. It has started right now, kid. I didn't have Lewandowski in match day 1, so I only scored 4 less points in this match day. I scored 20 points less. Zielinski missed a penalty and I had Sterling on the bench. Yesterday, I remember people asking Son or Sterling. I was really confused with that one because Son hasn't played well this season. And for Chelsea, we really needed to see what they were going to do this game now, since after changing their manager. And as we saw today, they went back to a back 4, not a back 5. That's one change they've made. So I would try to avoid Chelsea defenders. Next time they have AC Milan twice, I think they'll concede in both games. So I would avoid Chelsea defenders. Apart from Reece James, he almost plays like a striker though. Scored 40 less. That's because I had Grimaldo 20 points a match day 1. Yep, that was a huge benefit for you last time. I really wish Hakimi could not be brought in because I was waiting for automatic substitution for Sterling. I was hoping it would come in because I had already made manual subs. So if you had already made manual subs, you can't also get automatic subs. So if you already changed maybe your captain or a player from the bench, you can't make an automatic sub from the you cannot get an automatic sub from the website as long as you already changed your team from yesterday. Just you say Sane captain, that was brave. Yep, I kept it on him. I really wanted to change it to Mbappe last minute, but I was like, nah, 9 points is fine. Even if Mbappe gets 10 points, I can handle not getting the 2 points. But if Mbappe picked up an injury like what happened to me with Benzema last week and then gets subbed off, I'll really be like, nah, because I knew it was a differential. It was crazy because last week I didn't have Lewandowski, so I didn't want to risk it that much and also not captain Mbappe this week. But I guess sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This time it worked. Ronaldo captain would have got me an extra 2 points of Mbappe. By the way, people who had Ronaldo yesterday, very lucky. Like, he literally kept a clean sheet, he got subbed off, and then Atletico Madrid considered 2 goals. People who had Ronaldo, very lucky. I am doing good, Arky, I appreciate it. How do automatic subs work? So if yesterday, for example, you made transfers, you made subs from a bench yesterday, manual subs. So if you took out a player yesterday and brought in a different player today from your bench, you can't get automatic subs. Automatic subs is just like FPL. Like, if a player doesn't play and you had a player on the bench, the player comes from the bench and the other player goes to the bench, the one who didn't play. But in the Champions League fantasy, after you've already made manual subs, you can't also get automatic subs. So if you hadn't changed your captain or anything like that yesterday, then if you had a player on the bench, you would come on for someone who didn't play. Like for what Global Tips said, if Haki didn't play today, then you would get a player from the bench if you hadn't made any manual subs. I'm 76, says Teza. Look at it. Thank you for watching from Dallas. Chan says I'm 22nd in your league, but looks like I'm gonna drop. Also have 21st in Germany at the moment. That's not bad. 21st in Germany is not bad at all. I'm assuming there's like 10,000 and 20,000 playing. I did wildcard for game week 3 and thinking the same. Perrin, Ronaldo, Davis, Hernandez, Ronaldo, Cancelo, Guerrero, Codes, Stanek, Vachelia, Royce, Valverde, Haaland, Mbappe, Neymar. That's for match day 3. Obviously, you will change. Obviously, yep. I'd be tempted not to go with Neymar for match day 3. I'd be tempted to now switch Neymar to someone else, like a Leao or something like that, or even the Dinamo Zagreb striker is really, I think it's Osic, is really impressing me as well. I'll be looking to not go with Neymar for match day 3. I think Benfica is a tough team. They're both on 6 points, so Kudus I'll definitely go for in my wildcard, but we'll talk about that one later. I might have to drop the likes of Royce because I really want 3 Bayern players right away. The likes of Kimmich, he's on corners as well. Very, very good assets. When is your wildcard video coming out? There's no football next week because of the international break. So tomorrow we'll do a fixture watch video and transfer tips video probably on Friday. Wildcard maybe next week or over the weekend, just depends, because we don't have a Champions League game for like how many days? Something like more than 14 days from now is when the next game week is starting. Benfica, says Ripadu. Feels like Limitless wasted, but it could have been worth 70 points. Zielinski killed me, says Igor. Yep, he should have scored he was given 2 chances to score the penalties. They've gotten something like 4 penalties already in the Champions League this season. Front 3 for the next week: Haaland, Lewandowski, Milik. I wouldn't really go for Juventus players. They are playing against Maccabi Haifa, so I guess that is why people are going for them. So thinking about it, that's not bad. Lewandowski is playing against Inter Milan. I guess that's not bad, but I'd still have Mbappe in the team. I think Mbappe will just score every single match day. Would not go for Lewandowski against Inter Milan, says Reese. When you play your wildcard, next match day. I think Inter is not that strong. Bayern breezed through them, and Barca was very close to getting some good results yesterday despite the score. I think Bayern Munich can easily finish with something like 18 points in that group. Like, Bayern Munich do not care whether it's Inter Milan, whether it's Barcelona. Did Inter keep a clean sheet? Yes, they did, Summit. Thank you for reminding me. Victoria Pilsen did pick up when they picked up that red card. I was like, oh yeah, Summit was right. So yes, I need some help. I want to Limitless match day 3, but after that, my team from now comes back. Correct? Yes, correct. So can I use transfers now and then also use Limitless? Nope, you can't. The moment I know that is like a trick. You want to use your transfers and then also use Limitless, but it's just like FPL. If you play a cheap right now, your subs don't count. So even if you make 2 subs right now, now and then play a limitless the same match day, your team will go to the original team that you had before the two subs. So I can transfer most, because that is basically like playing two chips in one. If they give you the transfers and also give you the limitless chip. I was thinking of getting rid of Neymar. Same 64th in your league. Check the scores. Had Hakimi and Ruben Diaz in my team. The limitless guys suffered big time this summit. So let me quickly go through the results and then I'll come to your teams. So Sporting beating Tottenham 2-0. Sporting also looking very good, especially defensively. I'm happy to have had their goalkeeper since match day one. Tottenham is Tottenham, as you can see. Yes, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I wouldn't really say good things about Tottenham. But Richarlison is starting games. Goncalves is looking good as well, but their goalkeepers and their defenders are looking really good. So I'll be looking to keep the goalkeeper for the next match day from Sporting. Inter Milan against Pilsen. Inter Milan, I don't know where the hell Lukaku is. I think he's injured, but Dzeko is taking advantage. Dumfries, I'm happy. I say Dumfries was going to at least score assist. So for the guys who had Dumfries, well done. Not many people had him. I saw something less than 10% had him this week, if I'm not wrong. Let me just check. Dumfries, 2%. Only 2% had Dumfries. So that is a massive differential if you had him. Pilsen, I think they're going to be smacked apart by Bayern Munich in the next match day. Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid usually expect clean sheets. Ronaldo did get a clean sheet for you guys, but Leverkusen did up their game. Diaby and Adrich scoring. Clean sheet for them there, but I wouldn't really look at their players that much. But I wouldn't even be willing to get rid of my Club Brugge defenders. I don't think Atletico Madrid is the kind of team to score 5 goals against anyone. So I'd be happy to keep my Club Brugge defender against Atletico Madrid. Bayern Munich is a machine, whether they have Lewandowski, whether they don't have him, whether they have Ribéry, whether they don't have him. Bayern Munich is a machine. They'll always beat every single team. I think this is for the Barcelona fans. I think Bayern Munich always beat Barcelona heavily. I think last season it was 3-0 home, 3-0 away. There's another time it was 8-2. Another time it was 7-0 on aggregate. So Barcelona do not like seeing Bayern. We were debating yesterday whether to have Kimmich or Musiala. Kimmich picked up 6 points. I know Musiala picked up man of the match. He picked up 9 points. So for the guys who picked Musiala instead of Kimmich, well done on that one. My concern is really him getting subbed off. Marseille losing back-to-back games. Tavares has looked a differential in at 4 million, but I'll probably try to get rid of him. Marseille nil, Frankfurt 1. Frankfurt winning their game there. Liverpool, I think I've picked it up now. They were creating a lot of chances yesterday. And next up, they're playing against Rangers. Rangers are looking very bad. And Liverpool, next match, you would expect them to win at Anfield. So next match day on my wildcard or limitless, whatever you play, I would try to get in Diaz or Asal or something. I think Liverpool, we can now go back to Liverpool players now that the likes of Matip are back. Jota is back as well. Thiago is back. I think they will be back as well. Club Brugge have really impressed me. I'm so happy to have their defender. And Jagla up front is looking good as well. He won the penalty, scored from it. FC Porto not looking so good, but although I'd still keep their goalkeeper if you want a cheaper goalkeeper, I think they'll still keep at least a single clean sheet between now and match day 4. And then today's games, AC Milan beating Dinamo Zagreb 3-1. Theo Hernandez got an assist. So for the guys who had Theo Hernandez on the limitless chip, it could have been worse. At least 5 points is better than nothing. And Rafael Leao picked, I think he won the penalty and also got an assist. So 7 points is not bad. Leao is a good option, even against Chelsea next time. Shakhtar 1, Celtic 1. I did expect a 2-2 draw. Modric is a guy I'm definitely looking at, even if he's playing Real Madrid. Real Madrid have not kept that many clean sheets this season in the league. So I'd definitely be looking at Modric as well. And they actually scored a second goal, but it was ruled out for offside. Modric had the assist for that one as well. And the other guy scored. I think it was Shaw or something. I've forgotten his name. And then Rangers, as I said, terrible. Napoli, I'll be looking at Napoli players for match day 3 and 4. Rangers, I'll definitely avoid. Chelsea, Salzburg 1-1. New manager, we still don't know who's going to play next time, who's going to be taken out. Will Aubameyang start next time? What will happen? I'll try to avoid Chelsea players apart from Reece James. Many people had gone for their goalkeeper, but Mendy is no longer there. He's not played the last 2 games, so too much rotation for me. Real Madrid, I would have gone for Vinicius if I had them. I think he got the assist for Valverde's goal. Asensio, very good finish, Cruz assist there. So we did expect Real Madrid to win. Leipzig, very poor again. Ending the game with 0 goals. Juventus not looking good, but next time they have Maccabi Haifa. So if you have any of the defender or striker, maybe one at most, I wouldn't go for more than one Juventus player. Joao Mario scoring the penalty and Neres scoring as well. Benfica looking good game against PSG next time. Man City 2, Dortmund 1. I would expect Man City to thump Copenhagen in match day 3 or 4. And now that Foden has gotten a rest this match day, I'll be looking at him for the next game week. And also Haaland, obviously, and Cancelo is always going to be in my team. Stones, the brilliant goal there. Marco Reus got an assist. I'm happy with that. Copenhagen, not too much report. 0-0 there with Sevilla. And then PSG, as usual, you would expect the win 3-1. I was quite happy that Maccabi Haifa scored because Hakimi was on the bench. So for the guys who had Ramos, Nuno Mendes, and all those guys, Messi, goal and an assist. Neymar, a goal. Mbappe, a goal as well. So Messi is 0.5 more expensive than Neymar, but I don't actually think he's a bad option. If you love Messi and you still want to go for Messi, you can still go for him. I think we'll see a lot of this. We'll see a lot of Messi, 1 goal, 1 assist, Mbappe, 2 goals, 1 assist, Neymar, 2 assists in the same game. We'll always see that. So even if you go for all 3 of them, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. So that's how the match day went. The teams that I'll be looking at next time, definitely Napoli for sure. They've caught my eye a lot the last 2 games. I'll have one of their players, but I can easily go for 2 next time. Teams I'll be avoiding for match day 3, will come to that very, very soon. Let me see how you guys teams did in the league. So let me just check from the first one. 71. So Reese said 242. So Reese was the first one to say his position. They've not updated it, but I was like 400 last time. I'm sure we'll go up to like the top 50. I'm very happy with that. Let's check 242 and 291. Wow, Reese, you actually wait 242. That seems a bit very like after today. Surely you're going to go up after today, though. Surely you're going. I think you're going to go up after today, Reese. They've not updated today, so I think you'll go up after this. You can't be 242nd. That seems a bit low because you had the likes of Mbappe and those guys, I'm imagining, unless you didn't have Mbappe or Neymar or any of those big guys, Cancelo. Let me see, 242. If you have, if you're in the Everything Football League, let me know which position you are. I'll take a look at your team. There's actually no 242nd here. Let me see. Reese. I can't see your team, Reese. I can now. Guns and Moses, 246th. So 62 points. You had Mbappe captain. Who did you have captain yesterday? Reese, Haaland, Neymar. That's the same as me. Valverde even got a goal for you. Royce got an assist for you. Kvaratskhelia got 4 points. You had Ronaldo. Grimaldo as well, Cancelo, James. This is not actually a bad team, you know. I know that leaving Joao Mario on the bench kind of disappointed you. Guerrero 2 points. I don't think this is a bad team. 62 points. So you didn't play any chip, right? You didn't play any chip. I can see you still have your wildcard and limitless chips there. So what would I do for the next match day? I would play my wildcard because I can see you don't have any Bayern players. They have Pilsen, so you've already played your wildcard, as you said. So I will be going for 3 Bayern players probably. Maybe Lucas Hernandez, Kimmich, and Sane. Maybe Mane has not looked that great in the Champions League so far. I don't think Musiala is a bad option as well. So I'll be going for 3 Bayern players for match day 3 and 4. Man City already have Haaland and Cancelo. I'll probably bring on someone like a Foden in midfield. It's cheaper. If you go for De Bruyne, that kind of puts you in a tough place because you already have the expensive strikers. Unless if you remove Neymar and put in a cheaper striker, then you can afford to maybe remove someone like a Valverde and or someone like a Royce and play Diaz from Liverpool instead of someone like a De Bruyne from Man City if you prefer. Grimaldo, next up, they are playing PSG twice. I'd try to get rid of him. Joao Mario, you have 2 Benfica players that definitely get rid of at least one of them. They're playing PSG next time. I will be going for at least 3 Bayern players, at least 2 City players, at least 2 Real Madrid players, a defender. I'll be going for a Real Madrid defender, although I think Shakhtar can easily score in that match day. But for your team, I'll definitely play my wildcard. Definitely, because there's a couple of players that want gone. Benfica players, I'd want Neymar gone as well. Bergwijn, I guess you can keep, but if you want Kudus, who's cheaper, or if you want Berghaus, they've been providing more than Bergwijn, you can definitely take Bergwijn out. So I have no problem with that team. You can definitely play your wildcard. I had Ronaldo captain. So he could have actually done better than Mbappe. It's not a big difference though. You only missed out on 2 points, free, so no problem at all. So I would play my wildcard in your team. I would do that. Man City players, Bayern players. First of all, you need at least Bayern players in this team. Reece James, I'd be happy to keep. They have a home game, but AC Milan, I do expect them to definitely score. Goalkeeper. I think I would change one of my goalkeepers. Maybe bring in someone like a Courtois if you have the cash. So that is Reese's team. Let's take a look at the next team. Ganji says 291. Let's see. I really wish there was a way to just type it in without scrolling. That's the one thing they need to change about the website. So let's see. I will check your team as well. I've seen your comment, Chan. I will come to your team as well. Summit as well. I'll come to your team. Let's see. What a match day, though. Incredible. Some team like Porto getting thumped 4-0 by Club Brugge. I'd never have seen that one coming. I think that is the first time like they've lost by 4 goals at home like since 2004, apart from the times Liverpool have gone there and beaten them. Let me see. 291 says Ganji. Let me know your team name and also your name. I think it's easier because with the updating, the teams could move around. Ganji. Got it. So Ganji's next up. So Ganji's team, 74 points, 77 in match day 1. You have the exact same strikers as well. Sane captain. So Ganji thought exactly like me, kept the captaincy on Sane. Bellingham 9 points, great. Keeping him on. I did expect Dortmund to score in that match. So Bellingham going for Bellingham was great for you. Otamendi 5 points, not bad. Rudiger 8 points, definitely not bad. I guess this actually worked for you. I think this is a good match day for you. You had Adan in goal. He didn't really leave a lot of points on the bench. Just 9 points on the bench, just 2 points, 2 points, 3 points, 2 points, not bad at all. So he didn't play any cheap this week. I can see you only have one Bayern Munich player. You have one Real Madrid player. You only have one City player. Ganji, as I said, since the first day of doing this Champions League fantasy, you have to get Cancelo in your team. Like he scored 15 points in match day 1. Expect like when they play Copenhagen, even if he comes from the bench, especially if he starts the game, you're looking at 17 points. Cancelo can easily score, assist, and keep a clean sheet in one of those games. So Cancelo is the first guy you need to get in your team because he never gets rotated in the Champions League. And as you saw today, someone like a Diaz can be left on the bench from nowhere. So I think I would play a wildcard in your team as well. I would go for 3 Man City players, Cancelo in straight away, and one of the midfielders from Man City, maybe Foden or Gundogan, whoever you prefer, De Bruyne. I'd definitely get in Bayern players apart from Sane, get Sane, stick with Sane, and then probably get one of their defenders in and maybe even Kimmich, I'd go for them. Napoli, you have to think about maybe getting Zielinski if you want to. If you're happy with Kvaratskhelia, that's fine as well. Neymar, for me, I'm looking to take him out. I think there's other good options for the next match day. There's a couple of teams who have really good fixtures next match day as well. So I would be playing a wildcard in your team. Get Bayern Munich players in, get Man City players in, get a Real Madrid attacker, someone like a Vinicius or something. I don't know if Benzema will be back next match day, but I think it's tough to go for Benzema right now because of how Haaland is performing, Mbappe is performing, and a lot of people will be going for Lewandowski as well. Florentino and Otamendi, they have PSG next. I might have to take out Otamendi. If I was the manager of your team, Ganji, I'd probably take out Otamendi. I do expect PSG to at least score two goals in match day 3 and 4. So I wouldn't really keep Otamendi there. Christensen, Barcelona playing against Inter Milan twice. I wouldn't expect clean sheets there. Bergwijn you can keep, but you can go cheaper for someone like a Kudus as well. Bellingham, if you want to keep him, you can keep him. I have no problem with him in your team. So probably a wildcard as well. A wildcard is looking better for match day 3 for you too. So let's see. Next comment. So hopefully that helps you, Ganji. Let's go to the next team. See, 291. Let's see. Who is next? Ronaldo's and 6. Teza says 76. So let me check Teza's team. 76. They haven't updated everything though. So what's your team name though, Tez? I can literally not guess here. It's difficult. I think I saw Summit Team Fearless. So since I've just seen your team, let me just go through it because it's closer to where I was. Liao, 7 points. Neymar, captain. Haaland. That's great. I think in the next match day, though, I might not go for Neymar and Liao. I'll be looking for two other strikers for next match day. Kimmich, I'd be happy to keep. Gonçalves, I'm happy with Sporting, actually. Nkunku, Leipzig are not impressing me at all, at all. Dumfries, they have Barcelona next, so you have to decide whether you think he's going to do well in that one. Atletico Madrid, they're not keeping clean sheets in the Champions League. I'm not sure why. Theo Hernandez against Chelsea, I'll be getting rid of him. Cancelo, definitely keep. Kepa, definitely I'd get rid of because we don't know when Mendy is going to come back. Kepa could easily be benched, so I'd actually change the two goalkeepers. Joao Mario, you can keep. Otamendi, I'd probably get rid of. Fabinho, I'd probably get rid of. So I think a wildcard is looking good for your team as well. Summit, maybe yes, you predicted the Inter Milan clean sheet. Well done to you. But will they keep a clean sheet next time against Barcelona? Though I really doubt. So I guess a wildcard for your team is looking very likely too. So getting Bayern Munich players. Sane, you need Sane in your team for sure. Maybe getting a defender. Real Madrid, I can see you don't have any Real Madrid players. They are playing Shakhtar next. I would expect them to get at least a couple of goals. So Vinicius, Valverde, any of them. Even if you want their defenders, maybe Carvajal or Couture, that's fine as well. Man City, Haaland, Cancelo, maybe getting one of their midfielders. And then if you want differentials, I'm actually happy to go with Mudryk from Shakhtar, or if you want someone like a defender from Club Brugge or a defender from Sporting. They have helped me this season so far. They've kept back-to-back clean sheets, both of them. So I'm happy with that one from the both teams. So 7 points, not bad at all, Sammy. That is perfect for you. Let's see. I'm 22nd in your league, says Chan. That is not bad at all, Chan. You're the highest so far that we have. What's your team name, though? What's your team name? I need to know your team name, Chan. It makes it easier to get your team. You have to let me know your team name as well. So let me know that on channel. Come to your team. Tez as well. Let me know the name of your team. Let's see who is next up. I've checked your team, Sammy. Thank you. 48th in your league, says Sharma. Let's see. The team is B Squad. Got it. This is it. B Squad. So Sharma has 66 points, 111 points in match day one. That's crazy. Mbappe, Haaland, Neymar, same striking. Sane, Modric, Valverde. I did expect Modric to get a return today at least, but he didn't. I guess the Ruben Diaz benching kind of hurt you. Onana, 6 points, not bad. Ronaldo, you already played your wildcard. Interesting. So this is a different one. So you already played your wildcard in match day two. So thankfully, you do have a couple of Real Madrid players. Man City players, you already have 3 of them. That's fine heading to the next match. They don't think Diaz will be rested throughout. Højbjerg, Tottenham, I'd probably get rid of. I'd rather have the attacking players or the actual defenders like Perisic. I know Højbjerg can pick up an assist from somewhere, but not every day. So since you already played your wildcard, you now have only 2 transfers to work for match day 3. In your case, I wouldn't play the Limitless in match day 3. I think it's a bit dangerous to use your wildcard and Limitless by match day 3 because you still have 3 match days to go, and without any chip, it would be hard to move through match day 4, 5, or 6. So for your Limitless, I'd leave it for match day 4 or something like match day 6. So I wouldn't play it right now. So for your 2 transfers, I'd probably bring in a Bayern Munich player, maybe since you have Sane, I'd be happy to keep Valverde and Modric in your team. So maybe take out this is a hard one. I can see you have a lot of Benfica players, so I'd probably take out Silva, bring in someone else, and then probably take out maybe even Neymar. I'd be very tempted to take out Neymar for the next match day for someone else. So Bayern Munich players, you definitely need them for the next match day. I'd be going for 3 Bayern Munich players. So B Squad, your team is very tricky. You already played your wildcard, so I wouldn't play my Limitless chip in match day 3. If you're thinking of it, I'd say keep it until match day 4 or 6, one of them, since you already used your wildcard. Hope that helps. That is Sharma. Hope that helps. Let's see. Samit says I benched Joao Mario for Nkunku. Nkunku, yeah, I wouldn't have played Nkunku at all against Real Madrid. He almost scored a couple of times, though, Van as well. Benfica looking like the dark horses of this year's UCL, says Sharma. How does the knockout stage work? What do you mean, Jeff? Just the same as the group stage, but after the group stage, everyone gets a new wildcard. So you basically have a wildcard to change up your entire team from between the match day 6 and match day 7. So it's the same knockout stage as well, just like the group stage. You can change your players on the second day. You can change your players again for the next week. I know they usually play across 2 weeks. Hakimi out and Cancelo in for sure, says just you. I'd be happy to keep that. Do that for sure. If you don't have Cancelo and you're thinking of the only player you can take out is Hakimi, I would do that. I'd also be looking at Liverpool players against Rangers, especially Diaz and Salah. I think they'll thump Rangers 3 or 4. Does anyone thinking bringing Trent is okay? Does anyone think bringing Trent is okay? I actually think it's okay, Reese. I think for match day 3 and 4 against Rangers, I think they can do well. His defending is really atrocious, though. Like I've seen a lot of Liverpool fans complaining. This one, his defending has even become worse than the last 3 years. He should be a winger, not a defender. Playing wildcard in match day 3 for sure, says Summit. I see us definitely winning against Rangers for sure, 3 or 4 goals, I think. Can you check mine? 53rd, Big Ducker, says Igor, for sure, Igor. 53rd. Let's see. 53rd. Big Ducker, Jamal Murray season. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is a basketball player, right? Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is a basketball player for, I've forgotten the team, but I'm sure he's a basketball player, right? Is it Suns? Am I crazy? Correct me if I'm wrong. Haaland, Mbappe, 12.6 points. You went for 2 strikers, dropped Lewandowski. Kudos. I am not a fan of having Juventus players at all. I usually don't feel like they can score 3 or 4 goals and they are conceding every single match. Like the other day, they even drew 2-2 with some average team over there. Kudos, 7 points. Well done. Kudos to you for having Kudos in your team. Zielinski was a killer. Yeah, as you said earlier, like he missed a penalty, -2 points. Literally, instead of 1 point, this could have been like 9 or 10. So that is very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate for your team. I would still keep him though for the next match day. I think that could be like a 4-3 against Ajax. Bernardo Silva again. I'm thinking that was a killer because he was benched. Frimpong, 7 points. Hakimi, Cancelo. You already played your wildcard as well, so that is interesting. Let me do something for your team. Let me make you even more sad. Let me see if you had kept the players from match day 1, if it could have been better. So I can see you removed Kimmich. You should have kept him. Bergwijn, it's fine. You removed him. That's fine. Didn't do well. You already had Bernardo Silva from match day 1, so that's fine. Otamendi, did you drop Otamendi for this match day? Oh yes, you did. He kept a clean sheet this match day. He didn't keep a clean sheet. He got 5 points. Hakimi, Cancelo, he had a goalkeeper 7 points, another goalkeeper 7 points in match day 1. Mignolet, I'd actually have kept Mignolet. Igor, I think Club Brugge are doing very well, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they kept a clean sheet against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid is never the team to score 3 or 4 goals against you, and they're getting save points. They can get save points as well. So since you've already played your wildcard, again, as I said earlier, I wouldn't play my limitless. If you've already played your wildcard in match day 2, I wouldn't play my limitless in 3 or 4. So what I would do with your team is Bayern Munich players straight away. 2 Bayern Munich players. Bring back Kimmich to your team, Igor, and also maybe even Son and Kimmich. Who would I take out though? McKennie. I would definitely take out McKennie. How much is McKennie? I know he's playing against Maccabi Haifa. How much is this? 5.5. This is a tricky one. I don't think you can go for 2 Bayern Munich midfielders because you already have 2 Napoli. Bernardo Silva, I would keep him. Kudus, I would keep him. McKennie, Maccabi Haifa, I know you want to keep him because of that fixture, but I'm not really a fan of Juventus that much. Even if they're playing Maccabi Haifa. Like you saw Maccabi Haifa gave PSG a game today. Maccabi Haifa, I think they took the same number of shots as PSG. They had something like 13 attempts on goal or something. So it's not like they didn't attack. So even if you're thinking about their defenders from Juventus, I think Maccabi Haifa could easily score against them. So bring in Sane right away. I don't know who you're going to bring him in for, but I would try to get in Sane. And maybe a defender if you can. I would definitely keep Cancelo. If you want to take out Hakimi for a defender from Bayern Munich, like a Lucas Hernandez or a Alfonso Davies, it's fine. At least bring in 2 two Bayern Munich players. I think that is easy for you. Just bring in two Bayern Munich players. Find a way because they're playing against Pils the next match day. I wouldn't play my limitless chip though. I think having no chips to turn to as early as match day 3 is a bit too much to do. That is my advice for you, Igor. The team name is Attack, says Teza, where there is the greatest O3. So Teza said, let me see. Okay, Teza, let me check 76th. So see, let me see. We will be doing this every single match day, by the way, right after the games. We'll be checking the teams. Attack. Got it. The greatest. Tez, I've gotten your team finally. So 98 points in match day 1, 70 points in match day 2. You played your limitless chip. So you had Brozovic. Well done on that. He picked up 9 points. There's a couple of players that I never even think about, like Brozovic, Barella, McKennie. Like I would never have those guys in my team at all. Like I never even think about them. But yeah, they had a very good fixture. He had 11 ball recoveries, player of the match. Well done for that. 9 points is great. Sane, great. Mudryk. I mean, most of your midfielders returned. Vinicius assist, Mudryk goal, very good goal. Sane goal. Brozovic, 9 points is not bad. Mbappe scored. Haaland scored. Ronaldo kept a clean sheet. Cancelo got 6 points. Onana clean sheet. Courtois clean sheet on the bench. Lewandowski, Perisic, Nuno Tavares. So Perisic, who is Perisic playing? Where are they playing next? Home or away? Away. So I think Frankfurt will score against Tottenham in that one. I think there could be a draw in that one. So since you've already played your limitless chip, oh wow, this is crazy because I've just said for the guys who have played the wild card, don't play a limitless chip in match day 3. But this one has played, Tesla's played their limitless chip. So would I play my wild card? Let's see. Haaland, Mbappe, I'd definitely keep. Sane, I'd keep. Mudryk, I'd be happy to keep. Same with Vinicius and Zelinski. Ronaldo, Hakimi, Cancelo. So what I would do, I'd bring in a Bayern Munich defender and take out either Perisic or Hakimi, whoever you want to take out there. I think both of them will concede in match day 3. So Hakimi or Perisic, take them out for a Bayern Munich defender. And then the second sub I'd make in your team is the strikers. You can keep all 3 of them, no problem. Also the midfield. How much is Brozovic? I'd be happy to take out Brozovic for this match day. He won't repeat the 9 points every single match day. He's playing Barcelona at home. There's potential of picking up recovery points there, Teza. So 6 million. 6 million is not bad. Remember, you can actually carry one sub to match day 4. If you use only one sub this match day, you can carry another on to match day 4 and have 3 subs. Then you can only carry one, though. You can't carry 2 of them. So the one direct sub I would make is Perisic or Hakimi out for a Bayern Munich player. And I would keep the entire midfield that you have right now, unless you feel like Real Madrid is going to be very tough for Modric and Shakhtar. Then you can take out Modric and bring in someone else like a Kimmich or someone like that if you can afford it. But those are the 2 changes I'd make. I wouldn't play the chip in your team as well. I would keep the wildcard for maybe match day 5 and 6. Since you've already played a limitless, for me, I think it's best to play a wildcard in match day 3 and play a limitless in match day 5 or 6. But some of you have gone for different strategies. So I would like to know what your plan was. Are you planning to play a wildcard, Teza, or are you planning to just make subs? I think you can survive match day 3 because you already had 2 City players. You already had a Bayern Munich player. You already had a Real Madrid player. So if you can find a way to get in a Bayern Munich player, defender, and then if you can move to Kimmich from Modric, if it's possible, you can also do that. Man City, you can also go for their midfield if you can afford it. But I can see from the players you have, it's going to be hard to go to a Man City midfielder totally. So let me know what your plan is. For me, I'd just keep the wildcard for later because you already played your limitless. As I said, it's very dangerous to just play all your chips right away. Injuries can happen, form can turn and all that, and you'll be in a tough position at not being able to change your team. Did the Inter keep let's see. Who is next? That is my advice for you, Teza. Let me go to the next comments. Easy win. Chan says, I can't do this anymore. Easy win. So that's the name of your team. Go come to it. Reese says that means so many people have around 170 points because if they have 48 and I'm 246 or whatever, even though they only have like 12 more points than me. Not everything has been updated though, so I would say let's check it a couple of hours later. Sharma says thanks. I'm probably gonna get rid of Hoiberg and Neymar. No problem with that, Sharma. My team name is Easy Win. My username is I can't do this anymore. So you had said which position again? 22nd. Let me go to your team. Yep, got it. Easy win. Let's see if it's an easy win for you. I can't do this anymore. 63 points. So you already played your wildcard as well. Wow, you guys moved very quickly on your wildcard. I think match day 2 is very early to play a wildcard unless you had a lot of injuries or you had a lot of suspensions or anything like that. You went for Korea. Not many people have gone for Korea. 5 points is not bad. Mbappe, you don't have Haaland in your team. Interesting, very interesting. I think this is the first team I've seen without Haaland. So since you already played your wildcard, let's see. You already have 2 Man City players. You have 3 Barcelona players. Are you a Barcelona fan? I don't think so. You have 2 Real Madrid players as well. What would I do with this team in match day 3? Again, I'd definitely bring in a Man City attacker. They are playing Copenhagen. Easy win. They are playing the manager of Easy Win. If you are the manager of Easy Win, Man City are playing Copenhagen. I'm actually going to predict 4-0, 5-0 in both of those games. So you definitely need a Man City attacker. I'd be happy to get rid of Correa. How much is this? 6.5 million. Dembele. I would get rid of Dembele. I wouldn't have Dembele in my team going forward. I know he picked up 2 assists against Pilsen, but he'll not play Pilsen every single week. So he's 8.5 and Correa is 6.5. So if you can't get Haaland in your team, if you want to go without Haaland, which I think is crazy because he's playing Copenhagen next, definitely get rid of Dembele and bring in a Man City midfielder, Foden, anyone like that. I think Foden is the best because he didn't start this match day. I think he'll start next match day. And I also don't think you can jump to De Bruyne because it's very expensive. I'd be happy to keep both Diaz and Cancelo. I think those are guaranteed clean sheets for them. You had Bastoni. So you already have 2 Inter Milan defenders. I definitely change that. So what I would do with your team is get in a Bayern Munich defender if possible for Bastoni, or change Onana to Neuer if possible for you, and definitely get rid of Dembele. I think Dembele is taking a lot of money from your team, and you definitely need either another Bayern Munich midfielder or a Man City midfielder. But first of all, can we find a way to get Haaland into this team? Lewandowski is playing away from home or at home? He's playing away. I mean, Lewandowski had a lot of chances even against Bayern, so I think he can easily score against Inter Milan as well. I don't think he's a bad option to have at all. Mbappe I'd keep. This is a tough team because you already played your wildcard, but get rid of Correa. Probably get rid of the 2 Inter Milan players if possible. Or you can keep one of them if possible. Let me see. Let me correct that. Easy win. Get rid of Dembele, bring in a Man City midfielder. And then if you have any cash remaining, change Bastoni to something like a Bayern Munich defender, if you can. Let me know, what was your plan for the next match day? Are you planning to play a limitless chip? I mean, from what I've said, you can still play a wildcard in match day 2 and play a limitless in match day 3, or play a limitless in match day 2 and play a wildcard in match day 3. But you have to get your team very right. You'll have to have a plan all the way to match day 6, and you'll have to hope there's no injuries or anything like that. You'll have to pray a lot. You'll have to be a lot hopeful a lot, because you won't have any other chips to turn to until the end of match day 6. So let's see who is next. No problem, Igor. You're welcome. Let's see. You're welcome, Ganji, as well. Yeah, welcome, Sharma. Jussi says Man City basically has 3 players: Cancelo, KDB, and Haaland. The rest might be benched anytime. I mean, the goalkeeper always plays, so I don't think the goalkeeper is bad, but I think it's very expensive. I prefer cheap goalkeepers. Like the Sporting goalkeeper, 4.5 million. He's kept for me 2 clean sheets, so I think there's no problem with that. Which players are fixture proof according to you? Says Summit. Haaland, Mbappe, Lewandowski. Those 3 strikers, I think. Denver Nuggets. That's the team you go. It's Denver Nuggets. Yeah, it's with Nikola Jokic, right? Yeah, I remembered. Jamal Murray plays with the Nikola Jokic at Denver Nuggets. Hopefully they have a better season this time round. I think they got eliminated by Steph Curry and the others last season. Have a look at my day one team, says Sharma. I'll come to that. What Bayern players would you choose, says ALK. Sane, Kimmich, and Alphonso Davies. Those three. Or if you want, Musiala would be my fourth option. I really think Mola is a good option. He always starts and is always going to deliver, but he's not explosive. Like, the explosive assets like Son and Haaland, they will score 3 goals, 2 goals anytime. Mola is not that kind of player. He can get an assist here and there. So if you're happy with an assist or 6 points, 5 points, I think Mola will always get you those returns. No problem. Alejandro says 66. What's your team name though, Alejandro? Let me see. If you have your name on the team name, it makes it easier. Let me see. Alejandro. Yep, you have your team name there, Alejandro Arroz. Hope I'm saying it right. So Alejandro has 68 points. Mbappe, Haaland, Dzeko. You went for Dzeko. Very interesting, man. Limitless active. You played your limitless chip. So your team will definitely go back to their match day 1 team. So basically, me looking at the match day 2 team is it doesn't help because your team will go back to the match day 1 team. So I guess for a limitless chip, I'm obviously disappointed that you didn't get any clean sheets from PSG. De Bruyne did the return. Sane, Vinicius, Zielinski is a killer for you guys. You shouldn't really have missed the penalty twice. He missed the penalty twice. He was given a second chance. So your team will revert back to match day 1. So let me see your match day 1 team. So you had Musiala, Lewandowski, Brobbey. So I would probably get rid of Brobbey first of all up front. He doesn't start games. Vinicius, Bergwijn, Florentino, Musiala, Ronaldo, Kunde, Guerrero, Cancelo, James, Perrin, Kunku, bro. This is a tough one. So 2 transfers, match day 3. I'd probably get rid of Brobbey first. So he's 5.5 million. Now there's other cheaper strikers that you can get. Like this, you can, if you want, you can go for the striker from Dinamo Zagreb. If you don't have a lot of money to switch strikers, you can go for him. You can also go for the for Club Brugge striker, the guy who starts with the letter J. I can't pronounce his name. Club Brugge striker. You can also go for him. I think they'll also score against Atletico Madrid. That is if you don't have enough money to change. I can't see where you can get money from. I mean, if you take out Nkunku, you can get a lot of money elsewhere. So if you take out Nkunku at 9 million and bring in a midfielder at 6 million, 7 million, around there, you can easily get 2 million to upgrade Brobbey to a better striker. So that is what I would do with your team, Alejandro. I'd take out Nkunku. I think Nkunku is taking a lot of money from your team. If you want a direct switch from Nkunku, you can get in Diaz from Liverpool. I think they'll score a lot of goals against Rangers. Rangers are not looking good. And I can see already have Vinicius. Bayern Munich players, 1 player from Bayern Munich is definitely not enough against the team they are playing. So, wow, you've already played the limitless chip. I really do think playing your wildcard is the best in match day 3. So are you planning to play your wildcard? I think if you've played your wildcard, don't play your limitless immediately. But if you played your limitless, I think there's a chance you can play a wildcard. I know it sounds crazy, but personally, I wouldn't play them back-to-back weeks. I'd keep one of them for later. But definitely get rid of Nkunku. Nkunku is taking a lot of money from your team, and you need to get in Bayern Munich players, especially in your team. So if you take out Nkunku and Brobbey, there's a chance you can bring in a better striker and also bring in Modric from Shakhtar. That is an option for your team, Alejandro. If that helps, let's see. Next team is let's see. ALK answered your question about Bayern Munich. Which defenders would you use, ALK? I would get in if you want, maybe the goalkeeper Neuer or Alphonso Davies. Even Lucas Hernandez is not bad at all. The others, I think Pavard got injured yesterday, so I think that is a no-go. And Upamecano, does he start every single day? I don't really like him as an asset, so I would go for Lucas Hernandez or Davies. Buying defenders, risks, but I'd like to have Son and Kimmich in. I don't think Son and Kimmich are bad at all, LK. You should definitely have them in. They're playing against Pilsen. I think they'll score like 5-0 in that one. Go for Davis or Lucas Hernandez, says Reese. I agree. Teza says, let me just bring the comments on screen. Let's see. Planning on using my wildcard in match day 3, then transfer for match day 5 and 6. I use the limitless because I felt teams will rest their good players come match day 5 and 6, especially 6. So that is one reason why you can use your limitless chip in match day 6, because you already know the teams that have already gone through. So you try to avoid those teams. But if in match day 6, Bayern Munich are still trying to qualify, you definitely go for the two of their players, Sane and Mane, something like that, or Kimmich. If Liverpool have already gone through, then you try to avoid their players. So that is why using the limitless chip in match day 6 is not bad at all, especially if teams have not yet gone through and you're still trying to figure out which teams are going to go through, which teams want to qualify for the Europa League. I don't think it's bad to get teams there. Obviously, there's a chance that teams like Man City would have already gone through by then, so you want to use that money or the budget that you've been given for limitless to get in a lot of expensive players. But it's not really a must. You can go for the second option where you can use the limitless where the other teams are not playing or the other teams already qualified and you want a different, the teams that are going to play that match day 6, the teams that have something to play for in match day 6. So if you feel like you can survive Teza, you can go ahead and use your wildcard if you prefer. I mean, every manager has their own plan for their teams. I can only give you my advice and what I would do if I was the manager of your team. But at the end of the day, you're the one who knows whether Real Madrid is going to win. You're the one who believes in Lewandowski or Bayern Munich. Do you think Man City will not do that well against Copenhagen? I mean, we all watch football, so I think we all have different ideas. Chan says Haaland is going to come in for Lewandowski for me. I mean, if you ask me to pick the two in match day 3 or 4, definitely Haaland. Lewandowski can score a goal against Inter Milan, but Haaland can score 4 against Copenhagen, so that makes sense. Just you say Sane, Davis, and Musiala from Bayern. Sounds good. Although I'd kind of still prefer Kimmich. I know Musiala picked up player of the match, but Kimmich is taking corners and it's a very good option, man. Recovery points as well, Kimmich can pick up. Like if you ask me between the two, I'd still go for Kimmich. But that those 3 options not bad. At least you already have Sane. You could take the risk on a Juventus defender potentially. I really do not think they're going to keep a clean sheet race. I think Maccabi Haifa will score at least in one of those games, and they are conceding goals. They're giving a lot of opportunities away. Like Benfica could easily have gotten 3 or 4 today. Cancelo is a need, I think, too. I mean, if you go and check the video on this channel that is called Must Own Players for Match Day for the whole season, and just see what I said about Cancelo, and I saw a couple of comments telling me, no, Cancelo is not a must own. He only plays against Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. This is the Champions League. He will struggle against Sevilla and Dortmund. Nope, not for Cancelo. Cancelo will always return. Even if he plays against PSG or Bayern, he can easily score. And did you see the assist today? The pass to Haaland, exceptional. Maybe a Dortmund defender could be good, like Guerrero is attacking and could definitely get an involvement for 4.7 million, or a Club Brugge defender. I really do like Club Brugge. I guess that their luck will run out eventually. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet in every single game, but that is my biggest win this season, having a Club Brugge defender at match day 1 and 2. A defender is only going to cost you 4 million. That is my biggest win for this season so far. I get an 4.7 million now. Which team are Dortmund playing next? They're playing against Sevilla. I mean, yeah, not bad at all. No problem, Chan. I appreciate it. Samit says game day 3. I prefer saying match day. It's really confusing. Game week in FPL, match day here. I get what you're saying, Samit. Whichever is okay. Game day 3 and 4 are going to be very crucial. Everybody had a high scoring day 1 and medium scoring day 2. Yeah, match day 3 and 4 are very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. If you use your chip right and it works, perfect. If you don't have a chip, like if you already used your limiters and stuff, you're going to really have to survive. If you have like the 2 transfers, you have to really know how to use them. So Bayern Munich, Man City, and Real Madrid, I think best teams to have for match day 3. We'll come to the match day 3 fixtures. I'll tell you guys what I'm planning to do. Quentin says, does it make sense to limitless in match day 3 and wildcard in match day 4? I wouldn't use them back to back. I would not use them back to back. So if you play your limitless in match day 3, that means you get your team from match day 2 in match day 4. I wouldn't at all. I'd be tempted to play my wildcard fast. I think playing your wildcard fast is better because for wildcard it kind of helps you for a couple of weeks. But if you play a wildcard, if you want to do it, if you want to play the limitless fast, then I would play the wildcard in match day 5, if that makes sense. If you're playing a limitless in match day 3, I'd play the wildcard in match day 5. Then we might know whether Man City have already gone through or which teams need to win their games in match day 5 and 6. That's what I do. I wouldn't play them back to back. Can you check my points? I'm ranked 1 in the league. Look at Lucas. Lucas is first in the table. Like, Lucas, you've made it in life, man. You're first. And I use my wildcard in match day 3 and 4. Team name is Mod. Look at him. Lucas is first on the table. Lucas, you know what? You should be the one giving me advice. You should be the one hosting this show. I should be the one in the comments asking Lucas what to do for match day 3. Top of the table, Lucas is crazy. Well done on that one. Dzeko, 9 points. Mbappe, 6 points. Neymar, 12 points. You played your limitless chip in match day 2. So you 132 points in match day 1. That is crazy. You know what, Lucas? I want to be like you when I grow up. When I grow up, I want to be like you. Yeah, you had Guerrero and Grimaldo. That definitely worked for you, Magic, and you had Lewandowski captain. So what was your question? Now I've literally got confused after I saw you are number 1. That is crazy. You are number 12 in the world. Guys, we have big authority. Like, we have a big guy in our presence right now. Lucas is 12th in the world. That is crazy. You've already reached how many points is that? You've already gone past 200 points, right? 132 plus 77. Yeah, you've already gone past 200 points. That is incredible. Like, what advice am I even supposed to give you, Lucas? Really? I'm ranked first, and I will be using my wildcard in match day 3. So in match day 3, so first of all, let's take a look at your match day 2 team. Dumfries returned. Theo Hernandez got an assist. Cancelo got an assist as well. Onana. Salah scored. Vinicius got an assist. De Bruyne. Did De Bruyne get a return today? Yes, he got the assist for the first goal, I guess. Dzeko, Mbappe, Neymar. So that worked for you. So in match day 3, you're going to get back your team from match day 1. So let's take a look at your team. So I can see you didn't have any Bayern Munich players in match day 1, so you definitely need 3 players in match day 3 from Bayern Munich. Real Madrid, you had Vinicius. Man City already had Cancelo, Gomez. You didn't have Haaland in match day 1. So I can see why you want to play your wildcard, Lucas. We didn't have any Bayern Munich players. You didn't have any Man City attackers. I guess in a situation like this, I guess you'll need to play a wildcard because you don't have any Bayern Munich players, and you don't have any Man City attackers, and they're playing Copenhagen. So I guess that is you can play a wildcard in that case. But if you can maneuver, if you already had Bayern Munich players, at least one of them, and you had 2 City players, and you already had like Haaland in your team and Mbappe, I think you can survive without playing a wildcard. You can just find a way to get in Sane or Kimmich or a defender from Bayern Munich, or get in Foden or someone like that, and you can survive as long as you already had Man City or Bayern Munich players. But in your case, Lucas, you didn't have any Bayern Munich players, and you didn't have Haaland as well. So I guess it's fine if you play a wildcard. But when you play a wildcard in match day 3, definitely plan for match day 3, 4, and a bit of match day 5 as well. So the bigger teams are better as well. And what I do with your team, Lucas, as well, if I play my wildcard in match day 3, I'd make only 1 transfer in match day 4 so that I can have at least 3 transfers in match day 5, if that makes sense, Lucas. So you can at least have a way to maneuver through match day 5 and 6. So if you play a wildcard in match day 3, which you're planning to do, match day 4, make only 1 transfer, and then try to have another extra transfer for match day 5. Since you already played your limitless, we will not have a bigger space to maneuver. And you're 12th in the world right now. We need to get you fast. We need to get you to fast, Lucas. So I hope that is good advice. Sad Khan says 66th. Let's see Sad's team. Thank you guys for joining, by the way. Hit the like button if you haven't yet. Got in your team, Sad. So let's see what Sad did with his team in match day 2. He also played his limitless chip. Mbappe, Haaland are there. Lewandowski disappointed you. Oh my goodness, he left Alaba on the bench. I guess that kind of hurt you a bit, not having Alaba and having Hakimi instead. Son, Vinicius, De Bruyne, Zielinski, Sané, Haaland, Mbappe. 62 points on a limitless chip. I mean, you are very unlucky as well. Zielinski missing the 2 penalties, very crazy. Perisic, Son. I'd definitely not go for two Tottenham players. I feel like one is enough. I think there are better players out there, especially Son. Son has literally done nothing so far this season. So let's go to your matchday 1 team and see what I would do with your team in matchday 3. So you already had, you also didn't have any Bayern Munich players. Very interesting. You had Haaland and Cancelo at least. You had Vinicius at least. So you're getting Kunku back. So what I'd do, I'd definitely bring in Sane from Kunku. Sad, definitely that would be the first transfer I'd make. If you don't want to play a wildcard, which I wouldn't, because you already have Courtois and Vinicius, that is okay. You already have Haaland and Cancelo, that is okay. You already have obviously Bergwijn against Napoli. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think Lewandowski can easily score in the next match day. He didn't have any that was match day 1. So for me, I would definitely get in Sane from Kunku. They're playing against Pilsen, so that would be the first transfer I would do, Khan. And then number 2, I'm not a fan of Koulibaly at all, and he's already been benched by the new manager. So I'd definitely be happy to get rid of him and bring in a Bayern Munich defender. So those are the 2 transfers I would make for your team, Sad. Bring in a Bayern Munich defender like Hernandez for Koulibaly, and then bring in Sane for Nkunku. That is if you don't want to use your wildcard. I think those are enough. If you're playing your wildcard, which I wouldn't, then you can go for, let's see, matchday 2. Yeah, you already played your limitless. So that is what I would do, Sad. I think you can survive without playing your wildcard. Just go for 2 Bayern Munich players and you'll definitely be okay. The assist today was amazing, says Reese. I guess you're talking about Cancelo. Great. Very, very good. Can you check my team out? I'm Messi plus FC 182nd, says Jeff. Got you, Jeff. Got you. I'll get to every single team, don't worry. Let's see. 182nd. 182nd. See your team. What would I do? Jeff wants to know what I would do with his team. 182nd. So for me, I'm already set on playing my wildcard for sure, because I need to get a lot of Bayern Munich players and all that. You've said your team name is Messi plus FC. Messi plus FC. Oh, yeah, got it. Yeah, literally like 2 positions. We actually had the same points from yesterday, Jeff. That is crazy. Exact same points. Messi plus FC, Jefferson, right? That's I've seen the name is Jefferson. So you didn't play your chips. That is perfect. That we can definitely work with you because it didn't play any chips at all. So you already had Haaland and Cancelo. That is great. Messi 9 points. You're the first person I've seen with Messi. I actually don't think Messi is a bad option at all. I think he'll also return in every single match day, just like Mbappe and Neymar. Bellingham, Tchouameni, Florentino, Nkunku. I think Nkunku will disappoint a lot of us. I would definitely get rid of him right away. I mean, he's playing Celtic next match day. Definitely can score in that one, but 9 million, I think 9 million is a lot because 9 million you can get Sane instead of Nkunku. So I think 9 million is too much to spend on Nkunku. If he was like 7 million or 7.5, I'd be happy to keep him. But 9 million, I think you can get better players from Liverpool and Bayern. So you already had 2 players from Man City. You didn't have any Bayern Munich players. You only had 2 Real Madrid players, Tchouameni and Courtois. Lewandowski, Koundé. I definitely get rid of Koundé for the next match day. If you want to keep Lewandowski, fine, no problem at all. So Ronaldo, Otamendi, the goalkeepers. So in your team, I'd definitely be looking to get rid of Koulibaly, getting rid of Koundé, getting rid of Otamendi as well, because I think Florentino is enough from Benfica. I'd be getting rid of Tchouameni. I think you can get better options in that midfield at 6 million. Someone like a Mudryk will do more for you than Tchouameni. Nkunku I'd be getting rid of as well. So there's like 6 players that get rid of the goalkeeper as well on the bench, Lunin. So I'd play a wildcard in your team, Jeff. I'd play a wildcard, just like what I do with my team. I'd definitely be looking at your playing a wildcard, getting at least 3 Bayern Munich players. The list you have to have is like 2, but the fixture is calling for 3. You need at least 3 Bayern Munich players in that match day for sure. You definitely need 3 Bayern Munich players. Let's see. Man City, you can get one of their midfielders. Definitely get rid of Koulibaly. You can get in a better Bayern Munich defender. Get rid of Kunde. You can get in a better defender. Even a Club Brugge defender at only 4 million would do better for you than Kunde in matchday 3 and 4. Midfield. Yeah, I think we definitely need to improve your midfield for matchday 3. You definitely need to get in Sane and from Nkunku. That's what I would do. And you can keep Bellingham. I think Bellingham will do well even against Sevilla. Shumania definitely get rid of. There's better players at 6 million, 6.5. Even Jota at Celtic played really well today. Was very unfortunate not to get a goal. I also think Shakhtar will score against Real Madrid. So I don't think Modric is a bad option. But Zielinski could be better as well. If you want Diaz, since you're playing your wildcard, it's easier to maneuver. So get in Bayern Munich players, get in players from Man City, a midfielder, at least from them as well. And then get rid of the likes of Koulibaly and Nkunku that are not performing at all. So hope that helps, Jeff. I'd play my wildcard if I was the manager of your team. Valverde, man of the match, says Sharma and Mbappe, man of the match. So Mbappe has picked up man of the match. So he will get, let's see, Mbappe. Serious? Let me just check. So did he get the assist for the first goal? Let's see. Mbappe. No, they didn't give him the assist for the first goal. Serious? They've given Mbappe man of the match. That sounds weird because I think Messi was better in that match and Mbappe missed a lot of chances. But if he did get player of the match, then it's still the same points as Sane, so I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm definitely sad because I know most of you had Mbappe captain. Let's see, De Bruyne as well. I feel like you might as well play wildcard match 3 over Limitless because what you're doing is aiming at those matches and wildcard covers both matches, whereas Limitless only covers one. Exactly, Rhys. That is why I think wildcard is better for match 3. It covers 3 and 4. Perfect, because they are the same fixtures there. We'll get 3 Liverpool players, City and Bayern players, and 2 Real Madrid players with them wildcard. Liverpool, you want 3 players. Which players are you thinking of? Are you thinking both Salah and Diaz? I would get 2 Liverpool players. I think they're still not performing 100% well. I think Chris, as a Liverpool fan, would agree with that one. I think now that they have Thiago back, Matip back is better. I mean, Gomez was a disaster. I think Chris will agree. Gomez, definitely disaster. So I think that's not a bad plan. Personally, I'd go for 3 City players, 3 Bayern players, maybe 2 Real Madrid players, 2 Liverpool players. Thank you, Khan. Thank you, Jeff. No problem. So I've gone through all the teams that had their comments. So thank you, guys. Let me go through what I would do for the next match day. So this is my team. I think that Mbappe has gotten man of the match, as Sharma said. So I think that will take me to 76 points if that is the case. So I'm definitely happy with that. So match day 3. So I was thinking of not playing the wildcard because this is my team from match day. This is how my team is looking like for match day 3 without playing any chips. So Adan in goal. I have Tavares, Hakimi, Meya, Cancelo, and Chilwell at the back. I'm definitely trying to get rid of Chilwell now that they have the new manager. Cucurella is the player who was with the new manager at Brighton. So I think Cucurella will be playing instead of Chilwell. So that is a player I definitely need to get rid of. Obviously, midfield has Kvaratskhelia, Sane, Bergwijn, Royce, and Florentine, and then up front I have Haaland, Mbappe, and Neymar. Now, I can easily go without playing my wildcard, but the thing is, I don't think there's any need of saving both the wildcard and Limitless. I think this is the best match day to play the wildcard. Could I still survive without playing the wildcard? Yes, I can just say, you know what? Let me take out Royce and bring in Kimmich in midfield, have Son and Kimmich both in my team, or even Foden from Man City. And I can easily say, let me remove Hakimi and bring in a Bayern Munich defender. Then I'll still have 3 Bayern Munich players. I'll still have 2 Man City players. But as you can see, I won't have any Real Madrid players and all that. I don't think. Now, funny thing with this team here, I think Haaland will perform amazingly in match day 3. So definitely keep him if you have him in your team. I'm not happy with keeping Mbappe and Neymar. I think Benfica will be tougher, but that game could easily end 2-2 and both Mbappe and Neymar can score. That is a problem. Bergwijn, the problem is having a player like this. Yes, he's not performed that great in match day 1 and 2, but in match day 3 can easily turn it up and score 3 goals against Napoli in that match day. And then I'll be like, why the hell did I remove him? I shouldn't I keep him? Sane, definitely keeping. Kvaratskhelia, I might. He's very cheap, Kvaratskhelia. That's why why he's in my team and he's always starting games. Is only 5.5 million. So I'd be happy to keep him. I'm happy to keep the Club Brugge defender. I'm happy to keep Cancelo. Tavares, I think he'll concede. I'd be happy to get rid of him. Hakimi as well. I'd be happy to get rid of him. So the number of players I want to take out, the number of the players that I definitely need to take out are Chilwell. Chilwell, really, maybe Neymar, maybe, and Nuno Tavares. So in my team, I don't actually have to play a wildcard, but the reason I'm thinking about playing a wildcard is because I need 3 Bayern Munich players. I think I need 3 Man City players, and I cannot do that with only 2 transfers. I can only get 2 Bayern Munich players with 2 transfers, have 3 Bayern Munich players, but I'll only have 2 Man City players. I also think I need to get a Real Madrid player in. So Chilwell I need to get rid of. I'm happy to get rid of Royce and all that. So which teams am I targeting for MatchDay 3? Let's go to the fixtures here. Bayern Munich, 3 players. Marseille against Sporting. Sporting defenders, not bad at all. I think their goalkeeper is great. Also, I think his name is Edwards from Sporting. Very good. I think they're calling him the next Messi. Very good player. Porto, Leverkusen, I'd be avoiding that fixture for now. Inter Milan, Barcelona, apart from Lewandowski, I don't think there's anyone else. I wouldn't really go for the likes of Dembele. I think you can get better players in that team. The other reason I've been thinking about a wildcard is because I don't have Liverpool players and they're playing against Rangers. So I think Diaz, Salah, all those guys, Trent, I think they're all better options. Ajax against Napoli, I would be going for players from both teams. So I might change Bergwijn to Berghaus or to Kudus as well. Napoli, I'll definitely be going with their player. I think that could be like a 3-3, 3-2, so a high-scoring game. Club Brugge, Atletico Madrid, maybe just the defenders. Maybe if you have the Atletico Madrid defender, Ronaldo, fine. I already have a Club Brugge defender, fine. I think I'll keep him. Frankfurt, Tottenham, I think that could be like a 1-1. So I don't think he'll get a lot of points in that game. Maybe Kane could score, but I think Kane is too expensive, and I think the likes of Mbappe will score more than him. Frankfurt, I wouldn't really go for them right now. Leipzig, Celtic, I would avoid for now that fixture, although it can also easily end 2-2. Salzburg, Dinamo Zagreb. I mean, Dinamo Zagreb, they lost 3-1 to AC Milan today, but they scored a goal. Their striker scored a goal against Chelsea and scored against AC Milan. So if you want a cheaper striker, I don't think he's a bad option. Okafor is also doing well at Salzburg, so I think Okafor could also be a good option for matchday 3 and 4. Sevilla against Dortmund. Sevilla, not really impressed with them, so I wouldn't be going for any of their players. They drew 0-0 today as well. Dortmund, obviously, Bellingham is fine. And I also don't think it's bad to keep Royce. I think Royce has performed for me both match days, but I think you have to target the fixtures. Yes, you can think about Royce scoring in matchday 3, but can Luis Diaz score more than Royce in matchday 3? Yes, because he's playing Rangers at home. So I guess you're supposed to look at it like that. Yes, your players can still score in matchday 3, but if you play a wildcard, the players you bring in, can they score more than the ones that you currently have? Yes. Man City, 3 players for sure against Copenhagen. Real Madrid against Shakhtar. I'll be looking to bring in a Real Madrid attack. I think Shakhtar will score, so I'm not really keen on bringing in the likes of Courtois. Chelsea, AC Milan, that could easily be another 1-1 game. AC Milan 1-1 in the first match day, Chelsea 1-1 in the second match day, so that could easily be another 1-1 draw there. So I'm not really keen. I think if you want Leao, fine, but I think they're better strikers for matchday 3 and 4. PSG, I think we don't have to go for 3 of their players now. I think I even think 1 could be enough for matchday 3 against Benfica. But in matchday 4 in the home game, then you can go for 2 players. Juventus, Maccabi Haifa, maybe 1 Juventus player. I know that is an easy fixture, but no, I actually have a feeling Maccabi Haifa will score. Like even today against PSG, they could easily have scored 3 goals themselves. So that is what I'm planning for matchday 3. Getting Liverpool players like Diaz. So I will do a separate video on a wildcard, but let me just do this. Let me do like just a random draft very quickly and see what I can do for matchday 3 and what you guys can do. So this will just take very, very quickly, just 2 minutes. And then I will end it. Thank you guys for joining. So let me remove Chilwell. Let me remove Royce. So by the way, another thing that you need to know, prices. The prices have started going up. So as you can see, Royce has gone up in price. May has gone up in price. Cancelo has gone up in price. Sane has gone up in price. Bergwijn has gone up in price, Haaland, Mbappe as well. So the prices will change. So if you want to play a wildcard, play it right now. I actually think if you wanted to play a wildcard, we are a bit late because the prices have already changed. But yeah, if you want to play a wildcard, don't wait any longer. You have to change it right now. You can see Grimaldo has gone up by 0.2. Like he's already risen from 5 million to 5.2. Sila has moved to 4.7. That's the problem with the Champions League fantasy. The players can just easily go up by 0.2 in one match day. So that is really concerning. The Shved from Shakhtar has gone up to 0.2. Berghaus has already gone to 0.2. Kimmich has gone to 6.6. Davis has gone 5 points, still at 5.5. So yeah, if you want to play a wildcard, play it immediately because some players will go up again. Someone like Mbappe will go up again. I'm expecting someone like Cancelo to go up again. So you need to get them in as quickly as possible. So let me just do a rough draft. Chilwell out. So for example, like if Royce or 7.5 is gone up to 7.6, I'm okay with bringing in another player who's gone up by 0.1 because it's basically the same. Royce has gone up 0.1. I can also get a player who's gone up. Is it the same? Let me see something. It's very confusing, but let me check. Let me bring back Chilwell. So yeah, if I sell Royce today, I get 7.6. So in FPL, if you buy a player at 10 million and they climb to 10.2 million, you can sell them at 10.1 for the guys who understand FPL. But in Champions League Fantasy, Royce has climbed from 7.5 to 7.6. I can still get the 7.6. It doesn't have to climb by 0.2, 0.1. Whatever his current price is right now is what I'm going to get when I sell him. So that is what I mean by if I get rid of Royce right now, since I already had 0.1 from him, I can just get another player who's climbed 0.1 easily. But I'm getting players like Kudus or Zielinski is going to be hard because they've climbed 0.2. So Royce out, Chilwell out. Let me remove him as well. Let me take out Neymar for now. Neymar is still the same price. Let me take out Bergwijn for now. And maybe Maya, the goalkeeper. No, I'm actually going to keep Maya because he's playing games and he's very cheap. So let me just keep him. So Hakimi, yes, Hakimi can also go out of my team. So if I want to bring in, so I might not be able to go to Kudus. So I might be forced to keep Bergwijn. Let me go to the Liverpool players very quickly. Let me check the Liverpool players. So Diaz has not gone up, so that is great. Salah has not gone up as well. So the Liverpool players have not gone up at all, I think. Let me check the defenders. Matip. So yeah, the Liverpool players have not risen in price, so that is good. So if you want to get Liverpool players, you can get them in as immediately. Man City, Bayern Munich. I wanted Bayern Munich players, so I definitely won't make the transfers right now. I'll have to think about it overnight. Bayern Munich. Let me see. Lucas Hernandez has climbed in price, so that is a bummer. Kimmich has gone up by 1 million, by 0.1 million. So if I bring in Kimmich, also bring in a Bayern Munich defender is also risen. I would bring in Davis because he's not risen in price. So 15.1 is what I'll have remaining to get in a striker and get in a defender. So which striker would I go for in match day 3? Let me see. Striker. Nope, I won't go for any of these guys. Jota, Silva, Osic. Osic is 7.5 million. If it was like 6.5, I'd think of it, but 7.5 is too much. Kane, Havertz, definitely not. Schick, he got a couple of chances, but 8.5 is too much. I actually don't think there's a lot of very good strikers at that price. That is a concern. I think you literally have to get like 3 expensive strikers. I don't think there's any really good strikers that I would definitely be happy to go for at 7 million. I mean, let me see Salzburg. I think is Okafor a midfielder or striker in the game? RB Salzburg. Salzburg is he's a midfielder. How much? He's gone up, I'm sure, 7.6. So Okafor is 7.6. I think that's too much. I think that is literally too much. So I will have to think about this. But the one thing I would do, it's really hard. I'm actually thinking of it right now. It's very hard. If I drop Neymar, it's easy to drop Neymar, but who do I bring in for Neymar? Because there's no one who's really standing out. The fixtures are great, yes, but as you see, the players' prices have gone up a bit. I mean, yes, Juggler, as you say, sad. Juggler is not bad. Atletico Madrid twice. I mean, if I bring Juggler in my team, I mean, it does save me a lot of money. Let's try 5.5. So I'll have 9.6 million remaining. Let's see. So in this team, I already have three players from Bayern Munich. And then I also have two players from Man City. I think I need three players from Man City. So which midfielder can I get from Man City? I think I'd actually be happy. I can afford taking out Florentino. I know he's a cheaper player, very good at recovering points. But let's see Man City here. I think you definitely need to get in three Man City players and three Bayern Munich players. So make sure the prices don't catch you off guard. So Foden is 8.6, Bernardo Silva is 8.5. So Foden has gone up. Let's see, 8.6 for Foden. So I will have 5.5 million to use on my defender. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. But remember, after you've already made your transfers, it's kind of like you can't really go backwards again because the prices have changed. So if you've set your mind on using the wildcard, have like at least 80% of your plan, and then maybe 20% you can change it across the international break. Because with the prices changed, you can if you had like let's see, Kimmich, Davies. So I have 5.5 million to use on a defender. Which defender? Real Madrid. Let me see Real Madrid defender here. I do like Carvajal because of the position he plays. The problem with Rudiger is starting on the bench sometimes. So Carvajal is 5.5. So in this team, this is a rough draft. I have three Man City players. I will have one player from Real Madrid. I'll have three Bayern Munich players, and I'll have two Club Brugge players, which I don't mind. But as you can see, I don't have an Ajax player. I also need an Ajax player here. And I also think I need a Liverpool defender. So there's a lot of changes still to be made. I don't really need a Real Madrid defender because I feel like Shakhtar are going to score. So let me just check Liverpool defenders again. They're very expensive though. You know, when you go for Trent, like you'll definitely like you can't go for anyone else if you go for Trent. It takes a lot of money from your team. Tsimikas has been playing. Robertson is currently injured, but we can't really depend on Tsimikas starting match day 3 and 4, both of them. I think Van Dijk will probably start both. So I would prefer Van Dijk instead of Trent because of the price in match day 3. And Van Dijk can also score from corners. He's already scored a couple of goals this season. I think he's already picked up an assist as well. Matip, how much is Matip? Matip is 5 million. He also scores goals. I mean, not bad at all. Let's actually try that. Let's try getting Matip in. At least now that Konate is injured, we are sure that Matip is going to start. So in this team, what did you do with this team as well? Let me know. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. As you can see, even if you're playing your wildcard, it's very hard to think about it. It's very, very hard. Reese says I'm keeping Guerrero the whole group stage. Let me see if I can get him in as well. Let me see if it's possible. I got my team for Game Week 3 now, says Chan. Let me know. I've made a rookie mistake, says Sharma. I added Griezmann to my team. Now I'm stuck. Like, did you add him right now? Or what do you mean? I have my card ready, but I'll use it 1 hour before deadline, says Lucas. So I think the prices can still change again, Lucas. So you need to make sure you're not caught off guard again. I don't think these three players will go up in price, though. Trent, Virgil, or Salah. I don't think they'll go up in price. Maybe Salah, but the other two, I don't think so. So make sure you don't get caught out of with the prices. Avaron says 94th place. I will check your team right now. Reese says my current wildcard team is goalkeeper Maya, Perrin, Davis, Trent, Meja, Joao Cancelo, Guerrero. I'm happy you've gone for Meja as well. I checked match day 1. Literally no one had him, so I was really happy with having him there. Kudos for Shelia, Sane, Kimmich, Valverde. There's also another defender at 4 million at the same team, Club Brugge, but he plays as a centre back. Haaland, Mbappe, Osic with 2.9 million in the bank. So you've decided to go for Osic. Do you feel like 7.5 million is a lot of money though? Because I don't expect Dinamo Zagreb to score like 2 goals, 3 goals. And I need my striker to have a team that is scoring 2 or 3 goals every game. Valverde, Sane, Kimmich. So how many Man City players do you have there? I'd definitely get in a third Man City player is. I think Copenhagen is too easy for them. I think I'd be tempted to go for a third player from them. But who to take out? That is the problem. I can see. I think I would get in a Man City midfielder, but for who? Are you happy to take out Valverde? I think San and Kimmich you have to keep. I think Varsheli and Kudos you can definitely keep. I can see a 3-3 in that game. Defense, I don't mind your defense at all. You have 2.9 million on the bench, but I actually think you can go as far as having 4 million. Like if you remove Trent and bring in Van Dijk or Matip, you literally have like 4 million in the bank. Now, another thing that you need to know, if you're playing a wild card, you don't have to spend every single penny. I actually don't think it's a bad idea to have 1 million or 2 million in the bank just to use for match day 4 or 5, especially if you've already used your limitless and you're planning to use your wildcard in match day 3. It's not a bad idea to have a bit of money in the bank just to use it for match day 5 or 6, because it's going to be hard since you don't have any chips and the prices will go up and down, up and down. So there's nothing as bad as missing out on a player because you didn't have 0.1 million. You had 9 million, but the player is 9.1 million. That is usually very painful. So having money in the bank is no problem at all, Reese. So if you have, what did I do with this team? I know you want Osic, but I'd get rid of him because I don't feel Dinamo Zagreb is the kind of team to score 2 or 3 goals in a game. So the best you're getting from him is like 6 points at most. If you get what I mean, Reese, the best you're getting from him is like 6 points at most. So I want a striker who's going to be explosive. 2 goals, 1 assist. I don't think Osic will do that. He'll probably get 1 assist or 1 goal from him in a match day. So I'd probably get rid of him and get in. Who would I get in though? Sonic, Vashelia, Kudus. This is a hard one. This is a really hard one. I'd definitely get him a Man City midfielder. Can you do San and Kimmich? Definitely keep. Kudus. I mean, this is a hard one. Kudus definitely a good player. Valverde. I mean, if Benzema comes back, I think it definitely helps a team like this one. If Benzema returns risk for the international break, I wouldn't mind removing Osic and bringing in Benzema so that I can remove Valverde, the midfielder, and bring in a midfielder from Man City. I think it's possible with that money that you have. I mean, Benzema is a bit expensive, 9 million. I don't know. Is it possible to take out Osic and bring in Benzema if it's fit by then, and then removing Valverde for Man City midfield? It seems hard. Or if you don't have a Man City midfielder, you can go for another Man City defender. Because I think you need 3 players. They're playing against Copenhagen like twice. I think it's going to be 4-0, 5-0. So either you have a couple of their defenders or a couple of their attackers. I literally do not think 2 players enough. Because in that team, almost everyone will have Haaland. So you're not really gaining a lot from Haaland because everyone will have Haaland and Cancelo. Not everyone has him, but I mean, it's hard. As you can see, yes, I mean, playing the wildcard is fine. Playing the limitless chip is fine, just like the free hit in the FPL and everything. But the moment you play it, the decisions become very hard. You start getting headaches for like 2-3 weeks. I'm gonna check out the scene on match day 3 and 4. Potentially drop the limitless on match day 4. Says Sharma, not bad because you've already played your wildcard in match day 2, right? So match day 4 is not a problem for the limitless. Okafor is a midfielder, and I think a lot of the players you have to go after this week are midfielders. So Okafor is a risk. I mean, I think they'll beat Dinamo Zagreb like 2-1. So I think he'll score again. But 7.5 is the problem. I literally think you can get 6 million, 5 million midfielders who are better than that. I think Darwin Núñez would score a few next game week. I mean, will he start? That's the problem. I mean, Jota is starting, Firmino is starting. Will Núñez start in the Premier League or will he start in the Champions League? That's my concern. I really want a player who will definitely start. Now, we will get the team news from... So we get to see Bayern Munich and Pilsen's team news and Marseille and Sporting in match day 3. So at least we can get 3 certain starters from Bayern Munich that match day for sure. Like for match day 3 and 4, like I wouldn't even mind going. If Muller is starting for sure, I'd even be very tempted to get in Muller as a Bayern Munich striker and then get in a midfielder from Man City. But I think you definitely need three Man City players and 3 Bayern players. He will only start one of the 2 Rangers games, I think, says Reece. That's the problem with Nunes. He won't start both of them. What do you mean by that? Do they rise by the day or by the week? So they rise fast after match day 2. So you've seen match day 2 has just closed like this, and they've already risen. So they can still rise again. So they'll start rising every single match day, and prices going down and everything like that. So it's just like FPL. But in terms of the only difference is FPL, if you have a player who's 10 million and they climb to 10.6 million, you can sell them for 10.3 million. But in Champions League Fantasy, if a player is 10 million and they climb to 10.6 million, you're going to sell them at 10.6 million. So you get everything. If they rise in price, you get the whole thing. They don't have to climb by 0.2. Juggler is good, says Sad. Has the team value gone up? Mine is 100.9. I will check that. I haven't forgotten Avaron. I'll come to your team just a moment. Foden says Sad. Diaz out, Vinicius in, says Sad. Already made the transfer. I wanted Darwin Nunes. You've already gone for, who did you say? Griezmann. Griezmann only playing 30 minutes though, right? He's only playing 30 minutes. I can't undo the transfer once done. Yeah, after if already done it, you have to keep it. Now, wow. I mean, the only way you can correct that is if you play a cheap Sharma, but you've already played your wildcard, right? The only way you can undo that is if you play your limitless. I do think it's a lot, so I might change to Milik. There isn't a lot of good attackers apart from the big strikers unless you take the risk of a player such as the Jackler. So the ones who watch Serie A throughout, does Milik start every game this season? Let me see, Milik. Juventus. Let me see how much he is. I see if I can potentially also go for him. It's a good fixture against Maccabi Haifa. I mean, Vlahovic is also there. Does Milik start every single game? There's nothing I dislike as going for a player like this and then he doesn't start, especially if I use a cheap. I want a player who's definitely going to play match day 3 and match day 4. That's the thing. I'm only planning to make maybe one transfer at most in match day 4. Codis is cheaper and plays as striker. Yeah, he'll definitely be in my team, Alan. Got good score today using my wildcard. Only 2 blanks on the starting 11. Jamzi says, are you wildcarding? Yes, I am. As I talked about it, I was just going through a rough draft. So let me reset this. So as you can see, this is my current team. It's very possible for me to go without playing my wildcard, but I don't see any need of saving the wildcard. And I also want Liverpool players. I want Man City players. I want Bayern Munich players. So I'll definitely play my wildcard. Yari says, quick question. If we use wildcard, is it like the unlimited transfers before the week 1, or do we need to lock all the transfers we want to make when we use the cheap and any more transfers in MatchDay? Wow, that is so much, Yari. Let me read that again. That is so much. That has twisted my brain. If you use your wildcard, is it like the unlimited transfers before week 1? Yes, you can make as many transfers as you want. It's basically like starting the game afresh, and the same will apply after match day 6 as well. You can make as many transfers as you want. Or do we need to lock all the transfers you want to make when we use the cheap and anymore? Nope. I got your question, Yari. It was so much. Yeah, you can make your transfers right now, and then if you change your mind tomorrow, you can change it again. If you want to change again next Friday, you can change it again until the match day starts. But the only issue with that is the prices are changing. So if you remove a player and you want him next week, you might come back and find he's gone up by 0.1 and you can't afford him. But it's the same, Yari. Planning to use limitless in match day 4. Don't have any transfers in mind. Maybe I'll take out my Porto defender. I would take out my Porto defender for sure. Suggest me a good wildcard team. I'll do a separate video, Pete, on that one. I mean, there's a lot of people who are planning to play the wildcard, so I potentially will do that video before Friday. Tomorrow, I was thinking about doing a fixture video, like taking a look at the teams that have the best fixtures in match day 3, 4, and 5. So when would you make the transfer? Meaning, I mean, the ones that I want mostly I would do right now. I'd definitely get done right now. And then maybe 3 or 4 positions that I might want to change, I can leave it for the players that haven't risen in price. But if you're not playing at cheap, if you just want to make the transfer, if your player has already climbed in price, then you can just wait until next time. But if your player hasn't climbed in price, then you can change it right now. I don't think there's any need of risking. Milik is a starter for now because Di Maria is injured. Di Maria, I saw Di Maria coming on today, though. So Di Maria is fit. I saw him coming on, even missed a chance. So Di Maria is fit. So I don't know if I want a player who's definitely going to start, like Haaland and Cancelo. No problem. Yare, what are three good prize midfielders you suggest for matchday 3 wildcard? Kodas, as people have said already, playing against Napoli. I think matchday 3 and 4, we can get a lot of 3-3s and 4-3s. So you're looking for average price. Kimmich, Valverde, Kudus, Varshelia, all under 6.6 million. So, Alex, if your question is about midfielders between 5 million and 8 million, around there, you don't want the expensive ones, then I would definitely say Kudus from Ajax. Kimmich from Bayern Munich, he takes free kicks, he takes corners, he's getting assists, he picks up recovery points, and he plays for the best team potentially in the world. In Bayern Munich, they'll always stamp people. They don't care which team they're playing against. That would be my second one. And third one, I was really still thinking about players from Shakhtar, even if they're playing against Real Madrid, but I think that's a bit too far-fetched. Okafor is 7.5 million, as you said, Alex. I think he'll score in matchday 3. But I seriously think you can get better midfielders at that price at 7.5. Let me show you 7.5. I think he will score. I think you can definitely afford to go for him. Zielinski's on penalties, but now since he missed twice today, I don't know if they're going to remove him from that. Edwards from Sporting up against Marseille is great as well. Yesterday he was very unlucky not to score. He picked up 17 points yesterday. Is also a good option. There's as we mentioned, Kimmich already. I wouldn't go for the Inter Milan players. Modric is great, but he's playing against Real Madrid. Foden is 8.6, Bellingham 7.2, Diaz 9 million. Brandt, I didn't watch Brandt's game today. I will watch the Man City game once again. So there's not too many very good midfielders at that price, apart from Kudus, Edwards, and Kimmich. So those are my three midfielders, Alex. Those are the three I'd go for. Okafor is a bit too expensive for me. Now, last season, Okafor, I think he was 5 million last season. So he really climbed a lot this season. Valverde also got man of the match today. He is great. He is great. He's playing against Shakhtar next. I think Shakhtar is going to be tougher than the Leipzig game. But I think with his price is very good. I think his price is not bad at all. So let me do one final thing. I will do a separate video on a wildcard, so make sure to subscribe and everything. Since there's a lot of people playing their wildcard, there's still like 3 weeks before the next match day, but I might do one as early as tomorrow, just to give guys a lot of time to prepare. But I'll have to think about it overnight, through the night, and then I'll have an idea by tomorrow. So there's one team I didn't check. Let me go to I've made you wait a lot, Avaron, sorry. 94th Axis. So let me go to your team. So we'll do a separate video on the wildcard. I think there's a lot to think about on the wildcard league. Have they updated the positions in the league? They have 86k. That's great. I've moved from 400k in match day 1 to 86k in match day 2. I'm definitely happy with that one. So everything football. They've not updated the everything football league yet. So 94. I've gone for almost 2 hours. 94. So I was supposed to do a watch along today, but I couldn't. But next week, next time I'll definitely do it for that Bayern Munich game on that Tuesday. So I will do the deadline stream, and then right away I'll come live for the Bayern Munich watch along, because a lot of people will have Bayern Munich players. So I think it makes it more interesting. So what's your team name again? Axie 94. Can I see your team? I actually can't see your team here. Oh wait, did you mean like team? Like I can't see a team here at all. I hope they've not changed things around, because I cannot see a team here at all. Axie. Your team is not here, man. I'd prefer if you tell me the name of the team name and your name as well. It's easier. Robertson just has a knee injury. I think he might be back after the transfer window. After the international break, sorry. If you can, 0.2 million Gore is an option. Like, he's climbed so quickly, but I do agree with you. I think he's a fantastic option. Like, I watched match day 1. I was like, oh my goodness, he's playing like a winger. He's playing like a striker. Like, he's taking shot after shot. I was like, this guy, great. Tsimikas is great. If Robertson is confirmed out, Tsimikas is definitely perfect. Bruges defenders, maybe there is not a lot, says Amris. Let me tell you about the defenders from there. There's that guy that I have called Meyer, the same guy we've brought in, but there's also another 4 million center back. Any standout defenders for 4.5 million or below? Not Nuno, because I have him already. I have him as well, but I'm really thinking about getting rid of him. I think he can get better players. He's playing further forward, so I don't think it's bad to keep him. I think you can get better players. So Reynaldo is still a good option. I mean, it's still Club Brugge. I don't think Club Brugge will win all 6 games. So Reynaldo is great. If Tsimikas is playing instead of Robertson, if Robertson is definitely injured, I think Tsimikas is not bad at all. And then the Club Brugge defenders are alone, as Amri said. I think he's confirmed out for international break, so he could be back for Champions League, but I don't know. Which team are you guys playing in the Premier League next time? You were supposed to play Chelsea this weekend, but it has been postponed. I don't know which team Liverpool are playing next in the Premier League. I think that could also matter. Also, do you think Musiala will play against Victoria Pilsen? Maybe one of the games, but not both of them. So I think he could start. Since he had a very good week, he might start in MatchDay 3. So, but for me, I definitely go for Kimmich instead, because Kimmich is almost like a guarantee to definitely play. So, wow, we've gone for so long. They've not updated this table yet, but we will definitely take a look at it. There will be a lot of videos through the international break just to see what I will do. Reese had suggested Guerrero. So if I bring in Guerrero, I can potentially take out Chilwell, but I also need a Bayern Munich defender. So I guess it's so hard to say that. I think Hakim is a very good player. I think he only did not start today, but when he starts, I think I absolutely love having him in my team. There's the option of taking out Chilwell and bringing in Alphonso Davies, and then taking out Nuno Tavares and bring in Guerrero. That is possible. I think I'll have enough cash for that. I can also take out Royce if possible. I actually think Dortmund will beat Sevilla. So if you have Dortmund players, I don't think it's a bad. If you don't want to play a wildcard, I don't think it's bad to keep Dortmund players at all. I think you can definitely keep them. But man, it's crazy. This is quite hard. It's quite hard even if you play a wildcard. If you're playing a limitless, again, I will also do a separate video on that one, but I would go for maybe Mbappe. I'd still go for Hakimi because I think he'll not rest again next time. I think he'll start against Benfica. Guerrero would be a good option. Even Reece James at Chelsea, but he's playing against AC Milan. Cancelo, Haaland, De Bruyne, if you're playing a limitless directly, all those 3 will be there. And I mean, very, very hard. Very, very hard. I wanted to see player of the match for today's games. Let me see. Let me say today's games. How many people? They've still not updated it yet. So they're still updating, so I can't check that. But someone said PSG, they gave Mbappe man of the match. Really? I don't think so. Did they really? How many points? Did they? They did, right? 9. Yep, they gave Mbappe 9 man of the match. I don't agree with that, though. Mbappe was not man of the match. I think even Messi was better than Mbappe in that game. Like I feel like Mbappe is being given man of the match and player awards just because it's Mbappe, and players like Hakimi are being benched because they argued with Mbappe. Wow! Update now. 402nd place says Avaron. Guess we'll have to scroll more, Avaron. But since he sent your team earlier, I'll just do that for you. We have Brighton, then Arsenal and City. He'll probably beat us, Reese. You always beat Arsenal, so hopefully this time it's not like a 4-0. Now from those games, I don't think you'll win. I can see 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, or 1 win and 2 draws from those games, Reese. I also think Brighton is very good, but you have to see how they do without Graham Potter. But obviously, you're Liverpool, you can easily pick up 2 wins. But I don't think you'll win all 3. But Brighton one, you might win. So let's just check Avaron's team and then call it a day or call it a night. Sane should have gotten man of the match yesterday, not Musiala. Says Sham. I also agree with that. I also think it was unfair. And if he got man of the match, I wouldn't even have thought about taking him out of my team at all, of changing captain. I didn't change it, but if you got player of the match, I wouldn't have changed it at all. So it has been updated now. Lucas is still top of the table at 215. We have Emil 214, Shaka Zulu 213. Man, there's people who picked up 91 points. My goodness, did he play Limitless? Yes, he played Limitless, but 91 points is crazy. Like literally everyone in your team returned. Guys, are you seeing the guys we are competing with, man? This guy had 123 points in match day 1 and literally everyone returned in match day 2. I think you guys are very high in the world then. Lucas, Emil, and Shaka Zulu, you guys are quite on top in terms of the world. We are coming for you though. Maybe 50 points behind, but you still have the limitless chip. So hopefully we use that one correctly. Let us scroll down the league to find Avaron. Don't worry, Avaron is still very early in the season. There's still 11 match days to go. I went from 246 to 147th. Yep, as I told you, 246 would have been too low from top 5. I don't even know how you've dropped that much because unless you didn't have Cancelo and Haaland and Mbappe, maybe there's a player that you is there a player that you didn't have and everyone else had and scored a lot this week? Let's see. Avaron says overall. Avaron. Let's see. Is it Avaron or Avaron? Let's see. So I'm definitely going to play my wildcard. So that is for you guys who are asking, but I still don't know which players I'm going to bring in. But definitely 3 Man City players and 3 Bayern Munich players. Definitely Sane, Haaland, Cancelo are going to be there. It means for overall 402 in the world. For real. My goodness. So you're definitely scrolling for no reason. Which position are you in the league, Avaron? Which position are you in the league? Let me know your exact position in the league. If you're 402nd in the world, then you're definitely part of the top something in this league. Let's see, Avaron. 402nd in the world is crazy. So I'm just disrespecting Avaron for no reason. I'm trying to scroll to find Avaron, and Avaron is 402nd in the world. Not join the league. We can't get you then, everyone. Sorry, but make sure to join so that you take a look at your team next time. But 402nd in the world is crazy, man. That means you have a lot of you had 2 very good match days. But definitely join the competition so that you can take a look at your team next time round. So that is it. We will be doing this after every match day. Enjoyed the live stream. Thank you guys for watching. More videos coming from tomorrow. Fixture watch, transfer tips, wildcard, limitless videos for everyone who's playing that chip. Hopefully that does help. Thank you for watching. I'll catch up with you on the next one.